Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am doing a setup today for a 50th birthday party. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to do like some behind the scene kind of scenes here. So I'm at the U-Haul place now. I'm about to pick up the U-Haul because I have to do two backdrops. One is the pipe and drape, and then I'm doing the gold round frame. I don't think I ever showed this to you guys. I have it, but I never did a setup for on YouTube with the frame. So this will be the first time you guys seeing this. And I'm just going to try to get some shots. Bear with me. This is my first time. So I don't know what I'm doing basically. So bear with me. We about to go pick up the U-Haul now. And yeah. All right. See you guys later. Hey guys, here are the queen size and the king size mattress beds. Only $5.95, $4.95. I wanted to show you guys really quick while I was there at the U-Haul place. So I am leaving my vehicle at the U-Haul place. So I did pack some stuff that I can fit inside my car. So only thing I need to put in the U-Haul once I put this stuff in here is I gotta go back to my house to get the balloons, and I have to pick up the gold round frame at my sister's house. So I have the drapes, the pipe and drape stand, as you can see, my suitcase with all my balloons, my stand so I can record, and I have some floral that I may play with this setup. Not sure yet, but I'm about to put this inside the U-Haul. So I will see you guys later. So we are all done. I have the gold frame already. I have the balloons. I have two beds. So I have two of the queen size bed, and I have a twin size bed of my 5 inches. And I am done. We are going to be on our way to the site. Now, everything was in fair distance. Like, my house is literally 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes actually, from the U-Haul place. So I didn't have to go too far to get everything, but we are done. Next time you see me, I will be setting up. Bye-bye. So I just wanted to check in really quick, guys, because it's 7:27 and I just got to the venue and I'm tired. Like, the setup is at 8 to 9:30 because the party started at 9:30, which means I gotta come back out at midnight to pick the stuff up. But I'm in bed by 8 o'clock kind of girl. Like, I may not be asleep, but I'm in my bed and I'm tired. Like, this not for me. Like, I need like baby showers and first birthdays kind of thing. But we're here, alhamdulillah. Got a job, so do my little setup. And I may need to get some coffee. I don't even drink coffee. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know, maybe watch a movie or something to kill time once I'm done here. But I just wanted to check in to share that. Bye. So here are the clusters that I made. I have them broken down into 4 pieces, and it's 5 clusters on each one. So altogether, this is actually 160 balloons. So we have 5 and then 8 balloons in each clusters and 5 clusters on each one. So I have 4 of these, and then we're going to take these on site so it's easier to put it on the gold round frame. Hey guys, so we finally made it on site. Right now you see me putting together the pipe and drape. I am just using black panels for this. The pipe and drape was merely there. This backdrop was merely there just to cover up everything that was going to be behind the round frame with the balloons on it, to give it more clean look. So that's what the black draping was there for. That's why they decided to use that. And let me tell you guys, we were supposed to start setting up at 8 o'clock at the venue. The people didn't get there until like 8:20. It's supposed to be 8 to 9:30 for setup, so we didn't get in there until 20 minutes after. I mean, it was me, the catering people there. We were outside waiting. I mean, I unloaded the car and everybody was just like outside the door with their things, but You know, in my head, I'm just like, oh my God, please let me have enough time. But the funny thing is, I actually set up, like, I started the recording when I, really started working. I did everything in 45 minutes, like literally 45 minutes. 45 minutes. What was that? But, it's always good to have a plan. Like, while we were waiting for the people, I knew exactly what I was going to do first, second, third. Like, I had a plan. And because I did all of the inflation mainly at home, I didn't have to inflate no balloons, actually. Not one single balloon I had to inflate. So that was good as well. Right now you see me, I just put together the gold frame, which didn't take too long. I keep the screws, and I keep them in 3 separate pieces. So we have the bottom and then the 2 sides, and I keep the screws in my suitcase. And then even this, these 4, I don't know what to call them, pieces that I made for the round frame, they end up being perfect. Because I did this before and I went back to the old picture and I'm like, how many clusters did I use? I think I ended up using like 19 or something. But here I did 20 clusters all together. And I broke it down into 4 pieces. But the 20 clusters was perfect. I think I took like 2 balloons off the rose gold at the end. But all of these clusters end up working out perfectly. I didn't lose any balloons during transportation. Only time I lost a balloon was when I popped it myself because I was doing something with the floral. But other than that, everything ended up working out really, really good. Alhamdulillah, I was so excited leaving here because I felt like this was like the best setup, even though I was scared because of coming in late. But I was like so prepared. Like, it's always good to have a plan. That's what I want to say. It's always good to have a plan, even though the plan may not always go. It's just always good to at least create some kind of system. And I'm like a really organized person, so I always got to create something in my head of what I'm gonna do. So just create the system in your head and how you want to go about things, and perhaps you may have to shift a few things, but I feel like it's always good to have a plan. So right now I'm just adding on the clusters at the bottom. I did end up using a 260 at the gold, and I tied it to the gold round at the bottom because it's really tight. So in order to get the full circle thing, I attached the 260 to the gold frame, and then I just wrapped it around the balloons and tied it back to the frame so it won't move anywhere. And then for this last one, I just connected neck to neck. So I neck to the black balloons and then neck to the other balloons. But yeah, this is pretty much how everything was going. And if you want to see the exact colors and the double stuff, I will leave it in the description box. Please, while you're watching, please like this video, subscribe, comment, everything. Right now you see me, I am putting a zip tie inside the black drapings because I have to cover the poles on the sides. You won't be able to see it because the frame is blocking it now, but as you see, if you go back and look in the beginning when I put the drape up, the poles were showing still. So this is me putting a zip tie and then locking it, and then I'm going to put these on the side of the pole so the poles do not show anymore. And now I am putting this up. This was the 8 feet by 8 feet, and I could have did 10 by 10 or something like that, a little grander. But I think I probably would have needed some more drapings to do the 10 to make it look real seamlessly. But this was fine. It was merely just there to cover the hole that will be showing behind the frame kind of thing. So that was perfect. And now and another thing is I was cleaning up as I was going. I wasn't making too much of a mess. I mean, while I was doing it, I was thinking about when you cook. I'm a person that while I'm cooking, I'm also cleaning because I don't like to do a big cleanup at the end. So that's like what I was thinking about while I was, doing this. But I'm adding a little bit of floral. I had some pampas grass that I had already in my home. Like the client didn't ask for any floral. This was me just adding a little touch that they didn't mind, kind of thing. And I just wanted to, as I mentioned in my last video, I just wanted to play around with it. But I was going to add some stuff that I got from Hobby Lobby, but I wasn't really feeling it too much. And because we were short on time I just didn't want to play with it. I kept in what I put in right here, but other than that, I just started adding my 5 inches. And it's so crazy with the little details. Those 5 inches really change the game, like, really quick. Once you start adding them on, it really completes the look. So right now, I'm just going to be going around and add all my 5 inches. I did make them using a 260Q. So I attach a cluster to one side and then another cluster to the other side. And I just wrap them around the balloons. It's really quick and easy. I think I have a video on, I have a reel on Instagram showing you, not yet showing, by the time you see this, that reel will be up though. So you can go check out my Instagram at balloonsbylee3. I will have a reel on there on how I make the clusters, and perhaps on my next video, maybe I'll do a little snippet of showing you how I make these clusters to go around, these little filler clusters to go around on the garland. But as you see, it's really quick. And I was gonna bring my ladder, but I didn't feel like, you know, I'm a one woman being kind of thing, so I didn't feel like another piece of item that I had to carry in and out. So I was just like, look, I'm gonna just stretch it out, and I pretty much made it work. Here I was trying to fill in something, but I wasn't really filling the cluster. Well, the 2 pieces of balloons. He's setting up his 360 camera right now. I wasn't really feeling it, so I ended up taking it out. But yeah, and then when I was adding some of the clusters with the floral at, I was sticking some of the floral in between the 5 inches just to make it a little cuter kind of thing. But this is really at the end. As you see right here, I just grabbed some gaff tape. And I didn't mention this in my other video. I forgot. If you've seen the other video, please go watch it. The spring setup. I will link it in the description of this video. But when I was doing the floral for that video, I forgot to mention that I did put gaff tape at the end of the balloons that have like the metal piece, so it won't poke or, you know, pop the balloons. And I did do the same thing with those, but I took it out really quickly because I just didn't have enough time. We already lost some time. I didn't really have enough time to play with it. And the flowers that I did put in so far, they was like perfect. And I just left them there just for a little extra. But I didn't want to play with the other ones too much. Plus that pampas grass ones that I had from previously, it was just like, wasn't really working. But this is the final look, you guys. This is how everything turned out. I loved it. She loved it. And I'm not sure where she got the 50 from. But yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, and come back.